Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Glare. This week's episode is a feature on Painlock. It's actually a feature on my list from April of 2021 that got me rank 170 Legend. I've made two changes. So I'm not running the Enhancer Mechano. Instead of that, I've put in the Battleground Battlemaster, which is a new card since last year. And I've taken out Grim Rally, which worked well with the Enhancer Mechano, and I've put in Sunfury Protector to help defend. So in this video, which we're about to dive into, I am recording the intro after I recorded the three clips and the outro. So there's three clips of me playing this deck against the meta, and it's actually three shamans that I ended up playing against, and that's really interesting. Shaman is a popular class, but it was I think three different archetypes even, at least two different archetypes. But it was a fun recording session. I had a good time playing. I really like this deck. It's powerful. It does powerful things very quickly, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you're gonna want to come over to my Twitch channel too, which is twitch.tv/glare, and check me out on Twitter as well, twitter.com/glare_hs, and you'll hear that again at the end of the video where you can find me online. So yeah, without further ado, we'll hop into a couple of games and we'll see how the deck does. I already know, but you guys will find out. It's a fun little deck to mess around with. I hope you guys enjoy. I will be posting the deck code in the description. If you guys have thoughts on how to improve the deck, changes that might be necessary, feel free to make comments. As well as you can just adjust the deck and play it yourself. Um, this is my version that I submit to the internet. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next week in episode 22 of Gaming with Claire. Alright, so before I jump into the video, I just wanted to quickly disclaim that I am working with a microphone that is not super high quality. My normal mic is out of commission. I stepped on some cords and I think I like unplugged it or like something happened, and it's something about it isn't working. I can't use my Blue Yeti, so I'm using my headset microphone, and the sound quality is not as good. So I hope you guys can deal with that. And I should have my normal mic back for next week's video. If not, I'll let you know before that video as well what the plan is. But for now, I'm using the headset mic. I used it for the first sequence of videos I did way back, like last year. And oh, I'm apparently offline. That's funny. Anyway, I just wanted to sort of let you guys know what's going on with the audio quality before we hop into the video. Alright guys, so we're queuing up a game. A little bit of a wait there. And we found a shaman. So, shaman right now, I think Bender plays, I could be wrong. I was going to say I think he plays Murloc Shaman, which can be a problem for this deck because it is pretty aggressive. If he's playing a control shell, it could be, I think, a little easier for us, actually, strangely. If he's playing a control shell, he won't expect the Thames and Drain Soul. He won't expect the Darkglare. If we can go wide and he can't clear, we're in a good spot. Zephrys is not active for a while, so I'm going to chuck it, and then Arcane Golem is not good until we have at least one PO. Alright, so Kobold obviously is a full keep. Sorry, an always keep. It's one of the best cards in the deck. So we play it. I think there's like probably very few, if any, situations where you wouldn't keep a Kobold Librarian. Actually, against what you know 100% is Secret Mage, not Murloc Shaman. If you know somebody's not playing Secret Mage, if you know they're not playing a control version of Mage and that they're playing Secret Mage, keeping the I'm just gonna do this. Keeping the Kobold Librarian or the Tour Guide is sometimes a no-go, in my opinion, because the Explosive Runes deals too much damage. In the process of playing the Kobold Librarian or playing the Tour Guide, you take like 5 damage, and you can't afford to do that, especially if you're also taking 2 damage from the Kobold's effect or from a Tour Guide tap. Speaking of Tour Guide tap, and then we're going to play the Cult Neophyte, we're going to trade. We're just trying to build a board. We're going to try to cheese a win here with the Battleground Battlemaster. By the way, I'm not used to having the Battlemaster in my deck. I should have positioned the 3-2 next to the 2-1. I mean, it doesn't actually matter for this portion of the game, but generally speaking, you want to put your bigger minions together for Battleground Battlemaster. Okay. I'm going to tap here, see what we find. Sun Fury is fine, honestly. I'm going to Sun Fury the 2 minions there and then trade, I think. We've got ourselves down to no armor, which is really important. Obviously, with Flesh Giant in the deck, we really want to have self-damage, so that sort of grind to try to beat their armor vendor is really important. Them playing armor vendor on 1 is like devastating for us. So cards we're looking for in this matchup are Giants, first of all, and then Lotheb. This is an aggressive Lurgle-Tox. Molten Giant, Flesh Giant, Lotheb. Darkglare is pretty good. I think we lose here. I think we have to kill that. But we also really need to tap. I'm going to tap here. Found Spirit Bomb, so that's like the best possible hit. I think that's actually the best possible hit. Drain Soul wouldn't activate the Giants. Right now we are 5 cards off Zephrys being active. I don't just know that, that's according to Tracker, but it's really important that we get Zeph active and draw him. So again, 5 cards: Raise Dead, Animated Broomstick, Backfire, Darkglare, and Molten Giant are 2 ofs in the deck. I wouldn't necessarily have devolved that, but I see why he did it. We're doing this. I think we're tapping. I could have tapped first, probably should have. That was pretty sloppy. If I'd found Darkglare, I might have done a different turn, or if I'd found like... Yeah, I should have tapped first. If I found Kobold, I might have done a different turn. It was very likely that we Spellstoned, but that was just like me being distracted because I'm talking to you guys. Usually I'd make the right call there, I think. Lightning Storm, yep. Okay, so we can play the Lotheb. He's probably a Reno deck. We're going to try to play Lotheb with the Flesh Giant, ideally. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on Lotheb here. Play Tour Guide. Now I could play Flesh Giant and Broom to clear. I think I'm going to do that. It's a bit of a gamble, but if it pays off, we can go Tamsin, PO, PO, PO if he doesn't clear this. Like, we just spam POs. We play 4 POs and he dies. If he plays a Neophyte, he's dead to the Power Overwhelming Chain as well. Okay. So if we find an active Zephrys, we're pretty happy. I'm going to go Backfire and play a Lotheb, I think. Okay, we have a free tap so we can get the Giant down as well. And I'm going to position for the Battlemaster, even though it's not relevant here. He's going to freeze, so I'm actually going to trade these in, I think. We have 2 cards left, and they are Darkglare and Raise Dead before the Zephrys is active. Okay, Brukan is great here for us. He is 1 off being dead. Assuming he heals. He probably deals damage. He probably won't think about the Power Overwhelming. Oh, he builds taunts, okay. Dang. So we need Broomstick. Second Broomstick is the dream here. Backfire into Broomstick would be cool. Found an active Zephrys, that's good. No Broom though. We're gonna go Darkglare, Raise Dead, looking for a Broom. Just trying to maximize damage. And I guess I'm double trading, playing a Tour Guide for next turn. We're taking 6 next turn from that, so we're almost dead. We are actually dead if he has a Zephrys to get. It would be Gorehowl. He doesn't have it. He's already used Flurgle too, so that's going to be a Mutanus. Okay. It's annoying, but fine. Zeph being active is really good. Deal 6 to our face. We Zeph for healing, probably. I think we're playing Kobold. How am I going to do this? Zeph is going to give me death and like healing. Huh. I think I take Zeph and just play him out. He's going to give us like... What's he going to give us? Natalie Celine. It's not very good for us. We didn't get any healing options. Okay, I'm going to take... we take Natalie Celine here. And we just got to hope we don't die. This is a matchup that I've always struggled with. It's always been an annoying matchup for me. Yep, so we deal 6 twice, and we're dead. Or just, yeah, okay. Alright. He's giving us armor, but we never win. I can Drain Soul my own minion. And there's a Sun Fury Protector in our hand, so we can actually maybe win this game. We just do this. And we do this on this. And then if we can live one more turn, we can win. Copium. There's a Broomstick in the deck and a Raised Dead. You need him not to have heal. He's almost dead. Not heal, sorry. They need him not to have refresh on the like Grumble or Zola. Or Brilliant Macaw. He should gain armor here. He's going to freeze our board, which is not good, but he didn't deal damage to us, so he deals damage to her. Yep, okay. If we find Broomstick, we can clear his board, which is pretty cool. He's given us armor. I don't know why I'm still in this game. I'm going to leave. He has a huge board, and we have nothing. Okay. Well, that's an example of Shaman being a very good deck. And he answered our early board with the Flurgle Toxfin to play around Tamsin and played around us killing him by having Snowfall Guardian in his deck, played around... Yeah, it was Snowfall Guardian that got us. If we hadn't gotten Frozen out there, we would have won. So that's our first loss. The deck did what it was supposed to do, and the Shaman deck was just an answer to it. So I don't think there's too much to talk about there. I think I played okay. It might not have been perfect, but I think it was okay. And we're gonna hop in for another game. See if we can get our revenge. Be right back. Alright guys, so we're queuing in for another game. We've lost a game so far, so the first game did not go our way, but this one hopefully will. We're against another Shaman, it looks like, unless Tracker's not caught up yet. Another Shaman. Okay, this guy plays Murloc Shaman. This is like, if we lose this game, it's very, very surprising, especially with the Kobold. Oh my god. We got everything this game. This is a full keep. We got coin too. We're going to coin Darkglare Kobold Librarian on turn 3. So pass turn 1, tap turn 2, Darkglare coin Kobold on 3. If we get the right cards, we have like the giga nuts here. It's actually such a good hand. If I lose this game, it's going to be because he rolled Flurgle Toxfin. I know this guy. He plays pretty much exclusively Murloc Shaman. That's a good start for him, though. I think it's like I said, I just passed turn 1. We're going to have a Broomstick turn, so we actually don't care what he does. I think without any like irony or anything, we just don't care what he does. We just win. We kind of want him to damage us with his minions so we can get Molten Giant going. But we have a lot of damage that's going to be rushing in to clear him. Okay. I think it's right to kill the 2/3 here. And we just pass. And the reason we killed the 2/3 there is because it's going to generate him value, and currently we have value on the opponent. So we're going to go Darkglare, coin, Kobold, Broomstick, and if we hit Raise Dead, or we hit, there's like a couple of good hits. Is he going to Flurgle Tox here? Wow, he high rolled if we weren't about to like destroy his board. We're going to trade the Broomstick and a 2/1 into the 2/3. We trade the other 2/1 into the 4/2, and the Darkglare goes into the 1/2. So we get off the top. We're kind of looking for a Kobold. Sorry, not a Kobold, a Tour Guide. We already played both Kobolds. I'm going to play the minions positioned correctly, and then we're going to Broomstick, and he's dead. Probably. I mean, he could maybe come back, but we have the Molten Giant and Battleground Battlemaster and Power Overwhelming, and we have the tap, and he's almost out of resources. So we're going to keep as much of the board as we... no, we have to trade here. I almost potatoed the trade. I'm just going to do that. In my head, the 4/2 had more health, but... Anyway, talking distracts me from playing correctly. Sometimes I miss trades when I'm streaming because I'm like thinking and talking at the same time. Wonder what his play... That's very good for us. We play the Molten Giant. I think we don't backfire. We could, though. We probably could. He's used his Murk-Eye already. I'm just going to jam backfire. Look for stuff to do next turn. Pog. Do that, do that. I'm not going to tap, though. I don't want to go any lower. You just trade and trade, and next turn we have lethal with Battleground Battlemaster. Sorry. 2 turns from now we have lethal with the Battleground Battlemaster. It's only turn 4. Murloc Shaman doesn't do well into Painlock, especially with the Darkglare turns that we just annihilate them with. Okay, so we got a trade to kill his stuff. We're going face with the Darkglare. So we're probably trading an 8/8 into a 2/3, Spellstone on a 3/3, and then trade the... Yeah, sorry about that, my headphones died. We're going to go face with the Darkglare, double trade. We can tap, we have a Darkglare on board, see what we get, and then we're going to kill this. Kill this. I don't care about the 0/2, so I'm going full face. This way, if he's able to like generate a Flurgle Toxfin or something, we still have... actually, we have nothing if he generates a Flurgle Toxfin, but he's not going to. That's like his out, I think. Lushwater Scout into Murloc Tidecaller? No? Okay, we just win. Cool. I didn't cast this game very well, but I think I played it okay. Anyway, Murloc Shaman is bad into Painlock. I'm going to show you guys one more game. Hopefully it'll be cast a little better, and we'll have another win. Sweet. Alright guys, so we're 1 win and 1 loss in. We're queuing up the 3rd and final match. So we lost to a Shaman that was not Murloc Shaman that I mulliganed for like it was a Murloc Shaman. And we lost to, the first game that we lost to a non-Murloc Shaman. And we played against a Murloc Shaman and won, and now we're against a Shaman that is unknown. I'm assuming it's not Murloc Shaman. Those are few and far between. But some people play Murloc Shaman. It could be Murloc Shaman. I'm going to mulligan keeping Tour Guide and Spirit Bomb here. The Raise Dead is a good keep a lot of the time, but we don't have a good Raise Dead pool yet. I'd rather find cards like these two, Backfire and Kobold Librarian. So we're going to tap here. In the old days, you would hold the tap if you thought you might be able to get a Painlock Darkglare turn off, but nowadays that doesn't happen as consistently because you would have to wait 2 turns to have the Darkglare active with your tour guide. Anyway, next turn is probably a tap. Yeah, we just life tap. I want to have fodder for when I find my Darkglare, and I want to have fodder for when I find a Broomstick. We're going to have to clear his aggro stuff. Like, not that he's an aggro deck, he's running Restaurant Viper, but if he builds a board, we have to clear it, right? We can't just, like, let him play his cards. We're going to go with a backfire here, and we go face. So, the deck is working right now. I don't know if we're going to get Snowfall Guardian or not, but we get to do a lot of things next turn, which is pretty neat. We're going to invert the Spirit Bomb. We're actually going to hit ourselves with it, probably. Couple Librarian, yep. We can trade our minions in now, so we don't actually have to hit ourselves with it. I'm going to go Darkglare, trade, Spirit Bomb, Raise Dead. You go Tour Guide, tap. It is incredible, isn't it? Yeah, we got all the cards. If we find another Raise Dead, we can play the backfire. Got the Broomstick too, cool. Do that, and then we hit ourselves with the Cheaty, and then we Broom, and we probably win this game from here. I'm trading this, playing this, and he's probably dead here. If he has Flurgle Tox, we're in some trouble, but if he doesn't, we have lethal with top deck or backfired Power Overwhelming. He's going in with the freezes here. We don't even lose if we get hit with the Flurgle Tox. Like, we can reset from that. Kind of hoping he kills some of our board, but he's not going to. There's the Power Overwhelming if he hadn't killed the Giant's ability to attack. I think I Spellstone my own minion so I can have space for Lotheb for next turn. Pushing 18 currently. Zeph is actually 1 off being active. So I can tap here and then Spellstone my own minion. Because we get a mana back. I'm going to do that. And then next turn we can like jam Lotheb. Or even Tamsin PO if we get like Renoed or something. If he has like... He doesn't have the coin anymore, but if he plays a Lightning Bloom and then Reno, we can answer that. We can answer a Lightning Bloom Zeph. He can't actually. If he gets Frost Nova off Zeph, it could be bad. This could end up with a Doomsayer. No Doomsayer. GG. He doesn't know it's GG, but I just Tamsin PO and he's dead. I don't even need the Tamsin, I can just PO, but... Or Zeph, if we had gotten it, but we didn't. Yeah. Cool. Oh, it costs nothing. It doesn't matter, though. It's still lethal. I shouldn't have played the... I wasn't paying attention. The Caligos makes your first spell each turn cost 0, so I had to play the backfire and then the Power Overwhelming for 1. We almost threw. Or not even the backfire. I had to tap into something that was a weird end game because I couldn't actually get the Tamsin PO to go off, but I won anyway because we had enough damage. I don't know why it's so hard for me to like be talking and casting games and also play perfectly, but there it is. Deck's really fun. I recommend you guys play it. Play it better than me. Do as I say, not as I do. But no, for real though, this deck is really fun. I'm proud of myself that I hit rank 170 Legend with it in April of last year. And I think I'm going to be climbing a lot with it the next couple of days. It seems like it's in a really good spot right now in the meta. So that is all from me. I'm going to cut to the outro, and I'm actually going to do like a sort of official outro, talk over the deck and stuff. But This is it for the gameplay segment of the video, and if you guys stick around for the outro, I'll talk a little more about the deck. Alright, so as I said, I'm cutting back into the outro of the video. Thank you guys for sticking all the way through the video. I love that you do that for me. If you're able to spend the 20 minutes every week, it really means a lot to me, so thank you for that. The deck functioned. Stuff that felt weak in the matchups we ended up queuing into, which were 3 shamans, oddly. But stuff that felt weak to me was the Flame Imp felt a little weak, but you need more pain cards. You can't really cut, like, the Flame Imp and the Spirit Bomb kind of want to be double Spirit Bomb, I think, in this meta, but I really want the Zeph active, so I think I keep Flame Imp in. Besides that, we never played Arcane Golem, so I have to test more to see how I feel about that card, but I think it's pretty solid. But yeah, like Neophyte and Lothab are solid in this meta right now. They're certainly good into Shaman. And the Battlemaster won us one of the games. We would have had like an incomplete Tamsin PO in one of the games, and we might have died to Flurgle Toxfin. So that's it for this part of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and that you'll come watch my stream, which is at twitch.tv/glare. I'm also on Twitter, twitter.com/glare_hs if you want to see my newest deck lists and see when I'll be live. When I'm not going to be live during the normal hours, which is 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. I usually stream. Yeah, so that's my whole thing. I do a lot of streaming. I play a lot of this game. I play a lot of Painlock. I haven't been able to recently because it's been in a bad spot, but I think this deck has something to it, man. I think it has legs. It certainly worked last year. The Darkglare getting nerfed hits it a little bit, but even without like a 2-mana Darkglare, the deck is still just pretty good. You have the 3-mana Darkglare that you can't cheat as much mana, but the curve is so low you almost don't need to. Thanks again. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week for episode 22 of Gaming with Glare. See you then.